First item on the agenda is approval of the agenda. I have no additions or corrections that I know of.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Roll call.
Sarchet?
Yes.
Lane?
Yes.
Anderson?
Yes.
Dvorak?
Yes.
Mordini?
Yes.
Motion carries. Next item on the agenda is public comments. This is the time and place for any comments other than those on a public hearing. Anyone in the audience wish to address the council at this time? Hearing none, seeing none, moving on to consent agenda. Take a motion.
Move to approve the consent agenda.
Second. Roll call, please.
Dvorak?
Yes.
Mordini?
Yes.
Sarchet?
Yes.
Lane?
Yes.
Anderson?
Yes.
Motion carries. Next item is new business. Under new business, action item 1, Davis Street Reconstruction Project. It's time to close the regular meeting and open public hearing on Davis Street Reconstruction Project. I'll ask the clerk when notice is published.
November 3rd?
Any written comments for or against?
No, sir.
Ask staff. Right. Don't jump at once.
Okay. It's actually very, very good news. This is
I know. Yeah, very good.
Davis Street reconstruction project, which is a repavement project that will go basically from 3rd Street to almost the corner of Tyler's. At the corner of Tyler, as you recall, that intersection was done about a year and a half, 2 years ago. This will include moving utilities or some public utilities that need to be moved and a new water line. The council authorized the city to proceed with bids approximately 30 days ago, at which time bids were received on November 15. The engineer's estimate was $998,000, and the low bid was substantially lower, and it was absolute concrete. Absolute concrete. And Kathleen, I just lost it. Would you pick up, please?
Sure. Their bid amount was $843,175.80. So that's 15.6% from the engineer's estimate. And we are recommending the contract be awarded to Absolute Concrete.
It's an interesting bid, Ted.
Yeah.
Difference between first and second, but second to fourth, that was pretty close.
There was pretty substantial.
I know I talked to Mike about this, and we're good with the Absolute. You guys are good with Absolute? Seems like a great bid.
Yeah.
Perfect. Anything else to add?
No, I do not, sir.
Ron?
This does include sidewalks, right?
Yes, it does on both sides. And does actually, the sidewalks go a little bit on the north side across the Tyler Street intersection to connect to the existing sidewalk there too. So,
Okay.
so it'll kind of complete that system.
Great.
Also, I guess we're planning on coming back at the next council meeting with the actual contracted bonds and then approval of the temporary and permanent easements associated.
So I know, Mike, you guys have been very thorough and, with the neighbors over there, and I appreciate that. Any feedback that you've got on tweaks, anything here, we're pretty much good to go.
Not as of lately. It's, the only comment I've had is about utilities. We relayed on what they had told us, and of course that is being pushed back a little bit, but it will be done.
Based on this, the utilities are supposed to be done by the 28th of February.
Is that the new date?
What I'm
It's
reading.
changed, I'm telling you.
That is
what I'm reading.
Okay.
That's what Mid-American's saying now.
Do they charge themselves winter charges, or?
They had a chance to do it all summer long.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, I've only spoke with one neighbor, and they definitely want sidewalks. The one I spoke to.
Anything else to add? Anybody who wishes to be heard for or against the project? Need a motion to close the public hearing and reopen the regular meeting.
So move.
Second. Roll call.
Sarchet?
Yes.
Lane?
Yes.
Anderson?
Yes.
Dvorak?
Yes.
Mordini?
Yes.
Motion carries. Item B is consider motion to receive and file bids. Take a motion.
Motion to approve resolution 2017-1.
I need to receive and file bids first. Sorry, I know you're. So that's what your
That's
motion
the
is.
boring one.
I know.
I'll do the first one.
Second.
Roll call.
Lane,
Yes.
Anderson,
Yes.
DeVorak,
Yes.
Mordini.
Yes.
Sarchet.
Next item, consider motion to approve resolution 2017-135, making award of construction contract.
Nope.
I don't know.
This time we'll actually make a motion to approve resolution 27.
Second again.
Oh. Roll call, please.
Lane,
Yes.
Anderson,
Yes.
DeVorak,
Yes.
Mordini.
Yes.
Sarchet.
Motion carries. Looking very much forward to having that project done. Item 2, budget amendment fiscal year 17-18. It's time to close the regular meeting and open the public hearing for budget amendment fiscal year 17-18. Ask the clerk when the notice was published.
November 17th.
Any comments for or against?
No, sir.
Staff make a report.
This is our first budget amendment of the fiscal year. This is to get our expenses in line with our budget that we submitted back in March for FY18. The majority of the expenses in this amendment is for our purchase of water capacity, which was $704,000. Also added in there are expenses for Vista Drive extension and our sidewalk flashers, that purchases for that. Library had a little bit of an increase, which was about $15,000 for a project that they're working on with their shelving and reorganizing the space in the library. And also the demolition project of the land that we took over on Roosevelt.
Anything else to add? Anybody? Questions? Anyone present who wishes to be heard for or against? Take a motion to close the public hearing and reopen the regular meeting. Roll call, please.
Sarchet.
Yes.
Lane,
Yes.
Anderson,
Yes.
DeVorak, Mordini.
Yes.
Motion carries. Item B is consider motion to approve resolution 2017-129.
So moved. Second.
Roll call, please.
Mordini.
Yes.
Sarchet.
Yes.
Lane,
Yes.
Anderson,
Yes.
DeVorak.
Motion carries. Item 3, consider motion to approve resolution 2017-130, approving pay application of 1 East Vista Lake Extension Project.
The resolution should read in the amount of $130,457.95, and if council would allow that to be an amendment to that resolution, just substitute that number, please.
But it does read correctly on the application for partial payment that is
Yes, it
included
does.
in your packet. Good catch.
I would move to approve resolution 2017-130 with the aforementioned amendment. Second.
Roll call.
Mordini.
Yes.
Sarchet.
Yes.
Lane,
Yes.
Anderson,
Yes.
DeVorak.
Yes.
Motion carries. Item 4, consider motion to approve the second reading of ordinance 2017-1000, amending sidewalk ordinance, chapter 136. Motion.
So moved.
Roll call.
Sarchet.
Yes.
Lane,
Yes.
Anderson,
Yes.
DeVorak,
Yes.
Mordini.
Yes.
Item 7, Mayor's Report. A couple quick things. I want to thank Chamber for their invite to the November meeting that I got to go to. Park Ranger or the Park Manager, from Big Creek, Chad Kilchin, was up there. Gave a really interesting presentation on the history and the present situation and the future of Big Creek, and also just served as a good reminder, I thought, with the how important the Iowa state parks are and the potential negative impact future budget cuts could have at the state level. And I would encourage everybody to keep a close eye on that, as well as if anybody gets a chance to go to a future chamber meeting, they're always informative, good networking opportunity. Had the opportunity to attend the Arts Council meeting here recently. You had got a couple things that were on the dais here from Bravo, but anyway, we had a good discussion with that group about some future opportunities and how to expand the arts in Polk City. Good group of people looking to try and do some good around town, and I'm actually really looking forward to seeing some more good stuff come from that. Quick plug, they do have an open seat. If anybody's interested in being on the Arts Council, we're still looking for one more person. I think most of you got an email on this, but John Calhoun is actually retiring at the end of this year. Retirement party for him is December 11th. That was scheduled by John and Beth. That is actually council meeting night. They recognize that. So if anybody has the opportunity to go ahead of that meeting or after that meeting, would be good and appreciated by them. And just another quick plug that the annual square lighting is next Tuesday from 5 to 8. And that's all I have. Mr. Sargent.
So I was gonna give a plug in for the square lighting. It's not gonna be 60s or 70s. I was just looking, but 44 is still pretty good, really good, I should say. So
Are you calling that? Are you saying 44?
that's what weather.com is.
Okay,
That's not what I'm saying.
Okay.
But that is one of the I think really neat things that we do. And I'm not taking credit for any of it because I haven't done anything, but it's a folks have, and it's just a really cool event, and so looking forward to that. I just also want to give an update. We had our quarterly neighborhood citizens meeting last week. Appreciate Adam giving a good update from the fire department. Folks had a lot of good questions and clarifications on how they work, and we're appreciative to hear that. I did hear a few things, and maybe some others were affected by some email updates that went out incorrectly, and staff was all over it even prior to that. So it was good to get that out, and we are at a year into this experiment, as Gary and I have been referring to it, and the group thought it was worthwhile to continue, and so I think the plan is to do that, and I think it's been good. From the whole idea was another way to get feedback and kind of support in a pseudo formal way some neighborhood cohesion, and I think it's done that. The group is invested and continue, and appreciate Becky stepping in for Gary, and Gary, the work that you've done on other people's. That's all I have.
Mr. Lane.
At the last Metro Waste Authority meeting, we passed the budget for the upcoming fiscal year, and I'm happy to say there will be no increase in tipping fees. So, if you get an increased bill from your hauler, ask him why. The other thing, not to keep beating a dead horse, because we had a thorough report from the police chief at the last meeting about this, but to try to put this to bed with the deal with Deb Wollscroft and still complaining about traffic moving too fast, can a blind driveway ahead sign be put on that street? Is that something that's able to be done? Apparently we can't find any way to get her slow down dogs playing sign in her driveway, in her yard approved.
That wouldn't be a police department issue. I don't think it's a bad idea, but I don't have any say in.
Yeah, it can be done, but it's pretty much been proven that once that sign's up for a long period of time, it just becomes another thing in the right of way that people don't watch. That's why over-signing is you don't want to.
I understand the danger with that.
Yes. So, can it be? Yes. But it's not. Yeah.
And just as a follow-up, after our last meeting, I conducted radar enforcement myself on an unmarked car for a little over an hour. The other morning, I stopped and visited with Gary about it, and this was during school time, people leaving for work. Out of all of those hundreds of cars, I had one speeding at 12 mile an hour over the speed limit. I had several at 5 or 6 mile an hour where we don't stop them at that. That's the general flow of traffic, but I had one going 12 over that I stopped and issued a citation. It's just, we didn't forget about it, and we're not taking it lightly. We've been trying to do what we can to try to substantiate some type of beneficial action for that area, but it's just really not proving to be any more of a danger spot than any other intersection or stretch of road in town to warrant extra. I mean, I've spent more time on this than any of our other projects that we've been asked about, just to try to show that we are being earnest in our efforts to try to mitigate it. There's just nothing there that's showing us any more dangerous, like I said, than the other complaint. Yeah.
Exactly, I know you have, I didn't mean to insinuate.
No,
that somebody
I didn't say
had
any
the
words.
Wall dropped or anything.
No, I didn't. I mean, that's the way we thought that. We're trying to be thorough with it, because it is a unique geographic structure there with the roadway goes through there. But we're not seeing anything where I'm like, oh my gosh, we got to do something drastic to change.
All right. Okay, that's all I have. Thanks.
Mr.
I
Anderson?
appreciate all the effort, that's been put into this.
Considering what just happened earlier about accepting the bids for Davis Street and knowing that we're gonna do other projects like this, and knowing what the length of this one was, maybe we should start looking and see where the next one's gonna be and get the ball rolling right away. So there won't be so many years between projects. Does that make sense?
Definitely put our heads together. There's
Yeah.
always plenty to do out there.
I think that maybe we could all take a look around and see what we think's worse in town. You know, I was pretty sure that Davis was next in line, but I'm not sure about what's next.
On the other side of Tyler, it's just nothing but looks like a cobblestone road. It's supposed to be
Yeah.
asphalt.
You're right, that's rough too, but it's not near as rough as it is going
And
east.
that's curvy good.
Yeah, going east is equivalent to speed bumps down there. I mean, it was really rough, but still, I'd like to see us take a look around and get the ball rolling on the next one a little earlier.
We have our street top 5 plan. I don't think I've inserted anything for the Davis Street project yet, so technically I probably have 4 on that list yet. But yeah, we can definitely take a look and have you guys take a look at it again and see what we want to move forward on.
That's all I have.
Perfect. Mr. Dvorak?
I just wanted to quickly, the single-family housing, and Gary put together a report for us on our packet, which I appreciate, just to kind of keep that in the light as far as, growing too quickly. If you were compare last year to this year, we're only eight single-family permits higher at this time than we were last year at this time. So I think that's an expounding growth, which is, something we've all been, I think, conscious of at the end of the day. From 72 to 78, and the valuation's up another, an extra couple $1 million. Commercial valuation's up from previous year, 1.2 million. So I think it's a testament to the council and administration for doing a good job of just not letting things get too far out of hand as far as growing too quickly, and kind of consciously knowing beforehand what we're doing, and just wanted to make that of light. I think they're great numbers.
Last but not least, Mr. Martin.
I would agree with everything that everybody else has said, and I will yield my time to Public Works to keep us on schedule.
Wow. Beautiful.
I have nothing.
I haven't called on you.
I'm actually
I haven't
useless.
called on you yet. You'll come up with something in the next 3 minutes. Any other council discussion? City administrator report?
I've got only one thing. Again, Santa comes with the lights on ceremony, and Jenny had 2 of her children in here, and if this is going to be, don't let your kids watch it, because if you think the packages come from Santa, they don't. They come from City Hall, and Jenny's 2 kids put those packages together so they are ready for when Santa comes on December.
Just to be clear, no child labor laws were violated in the process of packaging those, because I did happen to come in here that morning. So, yeah, they were volunteering their time. Yes.
Do whatever you want, as long as you pay.
That's right. That's right.
They were called volunteers.
Just want to be clear. Santa's helping us. All right, attorney's reports.
Yes,
Santa's moving.
yes, Santa's at the fire station. Thank you.
Anything from you? Wow. Engineer?
I guess the only thing I'd mention is that I did bring in the wall calendars for 2018 for those interested. Back by Jenny's desk.
Mike?
Actually, I did think.
I
so.
knew it.
You folks might notice over the weekend coming up that City Hall, this part here will be reshingled. We did get some insurance money from the storm that rolled through here in
May.
Okay.
That's what I know.
And so anyway, that'll be going on over the weekend. They worked with us to work on the weekend, so we didn't have any disruption here. Just letting you know that's going on.
Do you want to make comment over the gal that stopped us at lunch about the water at all, just to put it out there?
Okay. Yeah. Whitetail Ridge, that plat flushed today, and there was a little bit of stirred up water. That's the only complaint I heard. I'm not sure. I hadn't checked with you. Sorry, but so that is the one complaint. But we knew it. When we open up fire hydrants, it's going to happen. But we try to get to City Hall and let those folks know so we can at least get it out there. So anyway, that's what we had over lunch.
That was an opportunity. An opportunity.
Where was that?
Whitetail Ridge.
Yeah, no, but
Where did we get it?
It was right downtown, in the downtown area here. Yeah.
Technology? Nothing tonight. Finance?
Nothing.
Fire department? Police department?
Just a quick note that our police association is now certified at we're registered with the state as a nonprofit, and received our 501(c) status through the federal government IRS, and have met all of the recommendations the state auditor's office made when they reviewed the previous records. So we're now active again as a police association. Separate, if anybody has any questions, a separate entity from the police department. It's a nonprofit made up by the members of the police department to benefit the police department and the citizens they serve.
Great job in getting that done. Library? Neighborhood Citizens Group? I'd take a motion on 12.
Motion to adjourn?
second.
All in favor?
Aye.